How many times do you finish a project with fabric you totally love and then you have those scraps left over and you can't just throw them away? I've got you covered. Today we're going to use those fabric scraps making power cords 2 different ways. We're going to start off assuming you have an embroidery machine. Don't worry, sewist, we've got you later in the show. So in the software, I found an applique. And an applique just means that the system is going to put in the stay stitch line and the satin stitch line and the place to insert the fabric for you, which is awesome. So I made 4 of them. And then I used the super easy letter wizard to go ahead and put Super Mom in there because it's a super theme for my friend's birthday. And sometimes you just gotta fuss around to get the right look, the right size, but there it is. And I'm gonna make 4 power cords super fast, super easy. Because why not? Use the whole hoop, right? Selecting and applique in the design program means that it's going to lay down a line of stitching so I know where to place my fabric. So I just make a little fabric sandwich with fashion fabric on both sides and felt in the middle and cut around the very edge using these duckbill scissors. I did miss a little piece right there, but I like to show you my mistakes and tell you it's going to be fine because that satin stitch is going to cover it right up. And that's what it does next. A couple more running stitches to secure the fabric and then a satin stitch all the way around the edge. And here they are. Just pop them right out. I like to clean up the edges too with my little trim scissors. Just get those little fuzzies off, but they are ready for the next step. I use Velcro to close these, but you could get fancy and use a snap or a button. Velcro goes on either side at each end because they're just gonna fold up like a little spiral taco and put your cord in the middle there so everything keeps from getting tangled up. My passion is learning alongside you guys and showing you that it doesn't have to be perfect to enjoy the creative process. So subscribe for more videos like this one and let's help those of you who don't have an embroidery machine. Here's my tip of the day. Whenever you have a 50% off coupon, buy a whole bolt of interfacing. You'll need it. Put some on the back of your scrap pieces and we're gonna cut it out. We're just making ovals. So the larger your cord, the thicker your cord, the bigger the oval's gonna be. I folded it in half and then in quarters just to trim up and try to get a really even shape. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. We're gonna sew the outside, so close enough. Right sides together and pin. So we're gonna sew all the way around the outside edge, leaving a gap big enough for you to turn it. Of course, the smaller the gap, the easier it'll be to have a nice clean finish after. I found that using the outside edge of my foot made it even and really helped those curves stay really nice. And then we're just gonna turn it and press it. You guys know I'm obsessed with pressing. If you're struggling to get nice clean seam lines or sharp corners, stay tuned because I'm gonna have a video out soon detailing some tips and tricks to make those perfect. Everybody makes mistakes and it's all about how you can fix them. Here, I cut a little too close to the edge when I was trimming my seams and I've got a little fuzzy sticking out. I'm just going to re-stitch that part of the line. So I encourage you guys to make that mistake and fix it and move on. You've still had fun, you've still made something awesome, and you're still great at sewing. So keep on, guys. Now I'm going to just top stitch my seam. If you wanted to, you could do a hand whip or hand ladder stitch that open part, but I love this top stitch effect. It just looks really clean, nice, and honestly, I hate hand sewing. So here it is. On this version, I decided to shake things up and use an iron-on Velcro. It works for low stress applications like this, but don't sew on it, you'll gunk up your machine. There are always things I could do better, so next time I would have tacked down the Velcro in the hoop to make it a true in the hoop project. The tearaway was also tearing a bit more than I bargained for, so I would have switched to either Aqua Magic or this cutaway to make it a little more secure in the hoop. I also found that the felt I used in this sandwich made it a little bit thick, so I made these with just interfacing and I love how they turned out. So use those scraps, make cool gifts, show me pics of what you've made, and I'll see you next time, makers.